Hey everyone, Tal here. You all might remember me for such classic YouTube videos as Tal Eats Noodles. Well, today I'm here to bring you another installment. However, we're changing the cuisine. We're going coffee. You know, we're all at home in this crazy time that is the coronavirus era, and I thought I'd help everyone out here to kind of show you how I take my mind off of all the stressors in life, and it's really making a really nice cup of joe. As the esteemed Randy Klink once told me, that if you were going to be a snob for anything, it should be coffee. So here I am. We're going to take you through some instructions, and please let me know if you have any questions.
Oh, look, our first question.
Okay, that was the caller on the line. You heard that call right there asking, Tal, what do we need to brew a cup of coffee? So I'm going to take you through what you need. So really, first step, I think we all can have guessed it, we need coffee beans. You heard that, whole beans. Get out of town with this ground coffee stuff. Now, unless you're buying beans and grinding it somewhere, that's fine, but this is a ground coffee-free household. My two go-to coffees I drink are really anything from the Tea and Coffee Exchange on the north side of Chicago. They're a large roastery where at any given time they have 30 different varieties, so you can get as little or as much as you want. And then also, a friend of mine actually started his own coffee roasting business called Martini Coffee Roasters, and I've been drinking this Ethiopian for a couple weeks now, and it's pretty fire. So next, we need to get these whole grain beans down to ground coffee, similar to our milling methods at our Pacific plant. Now that I think of it, but I actually use a $15 hand burr grinder. That's a BURR grinder. The electric version of these can cost anywhere from $100 to $300. So I just didn't find that worth it for this, and this is kind of fun and interactive to do. Next on the list is the old French press. Bodium is a household name brand, and I got plastic because I shattered my glass one, and I said, you know what? I'm going to be careful and get plastic just in case. And then finally, you need something to boil the water. I use a $15 electric kettle. Any kettle will work, anything. You just need to boil water. So those are really the necessities here. And really for today, even though I have some great Tanzanian pea berry here, some great Blue Mountain style, I am filming this at 6:45 p.m. at night, so I am actually going to grind and brew a cup of decaf Sumatra because I am trying to get some sleep tonight. So yeah, let's get started. All right, so we've poured out our decaf Sumatra, which is a dark roast here, where you can see the color of the beans. They smell really great. So as I mentioned, we're using a handheld burr grinder. So this actually takes a little bit of time, as we need to pour the beans in and then begin grinding it. And of course, being the data-driven person I am, I actually counted the number of rotations we need for the 2 cups of coffee I drink every day, and it's about 250 rotations. Takes about 3.5 minutes. So while I do this, we're going to pause, and then we'll come back with some really freshly coarse ground coffee. All right, the deed is done. I ground the coffee up. As I mentioned, it's very important to have your burr coffee grinder on the coarsest setting, so the coffee grinds are as evenly distributed as possible. Now that I think of it, there's a lot of commonalities between our sand we sell and coffee drinking. So let's get right to it, and as you hear my water boiling in the background, we'll put this in the French press and get started. All right, here we go. So we're going to add the grounds to the French press. We're going to put the water, which is in between 190 degrees and 200 degrees, in the French press. We are going to mix it around for a second. I like to put my fork up here for effect. And then we're going to start the timer for 4 minutes. And we're gonna let this count down, and in about 4.5 minutes, we're gonna have a really nice steaming cup of decaf Sumatra. Okay, so we're back. You can see we have 15 seconds on the timer here. It's very important that you don't let your coffee oversaturate, otherwise it could be too bitter. Some people like that, some people don't. So it's personal preference. I used to go 3.5 minutes, I go 4 minutes now. So there's the timer. So I'm gonna quickly mix up the water and the grounds right now. Some folks like to take the top layer off. I don't. I like to do that and let it sit for 1 more minute. Obviously now it's time to grab your favorite mug. Mine right here is my name with a picture of my dog in it. My brother-in-law got this for me. Like, if you have an animal and your family isn't getting you gifts with your dog's picture on them, then I'm sorry. So we're gonna take the plunger now, right? I'm sure you all have seen this, and pretty simple. We're just going to plunge this down. This is actually the best part of it. As you can see, the coffee is getting nice and frothy here. So now it's time to pour, and let's check this out. As I said, I don't like letting it sit for too long. Other folks have different opinions, but I want to take it out here as fast as you can to get that perfect brew. So let's check this out. Oh yeah. All right, so you'll notice another thing. You don't see any sugar substitutes, or milk. Get out of town. That is called ruining coffee. You might as well make some instant Folgers while you're at it if you're going to do this process and then ruin it with some milk and sugar. So, all right, here we go. Let's check this out. Wow. Now that is a cup of joe. What you will notice is that this is unfiltered coffee, so there are times that you're gonna get your grounds in the coffee. Your number one reason why that happens is because your coarseness of your grind is too fine. So crank it up to the largest setting, and really, and that's kind of it. So once again, this is Tal with another edition of Tal Drinks Coffee. And shout out to the other coffee snobs in the Chicago office, Zach, Brad, and Saba. As I know, you all enjoy a really nice quality cup of joe. And there are many ways of making coffee. This is just one of them. Do whatever you want. Go to Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not your boss. So with that, have a great night, evening, morning, whatever time zone you're in. I think I've lost track of time, and have a great day.